All right, start recording. I am recording. I'm not streaming, right? Okay, good.
Hello, stream.
I just start seeing chats on the side of OBS. I'm like, hang on.
Oh, Super Shadow has gone live.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh no. All right. So hello everybody. It's just
bad intro.
I'm not done yet. It's just dawned on me that this is going back potentially on my YouTube channel that I haven't touched in like a year.
Nobody remembers that they're subscribed to you.
Probably what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, who the fuck is this?
Oh my god, it's the guy who uploaded Undertale Gary's mod, right?
Undertale Gary's mod, my most popular video. Okay.
And objectively, your worst.
Oh, with hands down the worst.
That's
All
all
right.
nightmares.
So everybody, welcome. I should probably lower. I'm in the yellow for OBS. Am I loud? Whatever.
Yeah, you're very loud. My ears are bleeding.
Hello? Okay, that's better. All right, so hello everybody. Should probably up Discord. There we go. All right, somebody say something. Good enough.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to the brand new hit podcast, better than what's his name, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Who's the podcast guy?
Joe Rogan.
Okay, better than Joe Rogan. Better than
Who else has a podcast?
Distractable. It's the only two podcasts I know.
That's right.
It's called, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Everything in One, or
It's a
EO.
long name.
It's
EO.
EO.
You have to say it like that. Like, hey, you talk to your friends, and your friends like, "What's your favorite podcast?"
Oh, you know, EO.
and then they run away, usually because they want to go home and watch the podcast.
Exactly. Okay. So,
Not out of fear, no.
premise of today is indie horror. That's why we have hit YouTuber, the Mr. Randomstuffgaming. He's right here for me.
No, he isn't.
But he is.
No.
But he really is.
Nuh-uh.
I think you're lying.
Okay. Yeah, on your screen, we can very clearly see it's on mine.
Oh shit, I'm behind. Wait, I'm behind him.
Okay. So, would you like to introduce yourself as our guest star, our first ever guest star?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, would I ever? I am Randomstuffgaming, commonly known these days as Breadloaf. Don't question it. And
Oh god, he cut out.
did I get cut out?
Yeah, you went and
Okay, and I make indie horror content. I used to make a lot of dark deception content, and then I realized that there wasn't really a market for that, and that I was stupid for doing so. So
I watched them if that makes you feel better.
I'm trying to broaden out.
You're my only dark deception YouTuber I watch.
Are there any other?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
My favorite energy drink.
We'll
get in that later.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. I don't know the drama behind that. All right.
I do.
I would say, Christian, intro yourself, but you don't have any social anything.
No, what's up, gang?
Just introduce yourself with a list of felonies.
Arson.
Is that the only felony you know?
Speeding could be a felony, I think. Jaywalking is not a felony.
And then you all know me. I'm Mr. Super Shadow 714, or just call me Anthony because I don't care anymore. Why are you googling something? I see you.
Shut up.
Pay attention to the podcast.
I technically have a channel with 5 videos.
There you go. Speedrun Mango, right? Or is it your second channel?
My second channel that has 2 videos.
Great. I'll plug them in the comments or description. I forgot how YouTube works.
Comments.
You're embarrassing.
I'm on Twitch now because I would say it's easier, but it's immensely harder.
Okay, let me know.
I stream nothing but Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
on Facebook.
Just because no.
You can find me on Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Not by choice though.
With
I don't
the
know where
two
the cameras
people.
are, but yeah, just don't talk to me until Twitch has Twitch Shorts. All right, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
they
Get
will.
on
Just
my
wait.
level.
All right.
Alright.
So now the intros are out of the way. Let's start heading down the list.
All
So the
right.
first game/topic we have is the 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 grandfather. I'm trying to think of like how to hype it up. The grandfather of indie horror. Five Nights at
FNAF Freddy. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, the FNAF at Freddy's. So I'm like, I don't know. I wrote down beginnings, and I'm like, the only idea I had to talk about at the beginning is just like, that's roughly when we met,
Oh God.
and that's wild to me.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, for me, FNAF was. I feel like everybody's introduction was Markiplier, right?
Yeah,
I don't feel like anybody was like, "Oh, cool, a fun indie horror game," off of like what was it, Desera? What was it on?
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, there was a website similar to like Itch.io. It was Desera. That's where FNAF launched. God, you guys are so. This is why I'm here.
the fact that you know that proves that you're the best guest star for indie horror.
Yeah, exactly.
If there's a Jeopardy episode and one of the topics is like FNAF,
Where did FNAF originate from? I don't even know what you said. Like Denmark?
Desera.
Desera.
Duh.
Showed up in Denmark one day on the streets. Like a creepypasta. I found this old PS2 game on the floor.
On the and gave it to
I
Markiplier.
gave it to the Markiplier, who was my uncle that works at Nintendo. Since
Wait, wow. Markiplier's
dude,
just been
I
around.
remember there was some like creepypasta called My Uncle Works at Nintendo. It was like
I think I remember that.
shitty. A
Not
lot of them
good.
were shitty.
Yeah, I have so much nostalgia for this game though.
Yeah.
The most nostalgia, weirdly, is the teasers. I feel like just because
Exactly.
I don't know why. I think it's just because of the fact that like no matter when you play FNAF, it's like a personalized experience based on how you play the game. The teasers are just a still image, and Scott's teasers have not been matched by any indie game I've ever seen since.
Exactly.
I don't know what it is. It captures some sort of aura that makes me feel things.
I remember, since we're talking about the teasers, I remember it was my 8th grade graduation, right? We were getting dressed in the library, like putting on the caps and gowns.
Oh, I thought you meant you were just stripping down in
No,
the
no,
library.
putting on the caps and gowns in the library.
Okay, yeah.
And it was the same day that Freddy's hat went missing for FNAF 4. And it was fucking like gnarly. We were like using bootleg Photoshop websites to brighten up the image, see if we could see anything. There really wasn't anything in that teaser, but it was just like gnarly and like, whoa. I don't know why that's just like a core memory for me. A hat, yeah, exactly.
The hat is gone. The lore implications are
and
huge.
then the infamous 9 teaser for Balloon Boy. It was supposed to be a countdown.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, I'm not ready for that.
I kind of wish it was a countdown because I wanted more teasers.
Trying to think of more teasers. I remember FNAF World, all the characters changing slowly and people being like, what the fuck does this mean? What does any of this mean?
I remember I made like a 30 maybe like a minute 20 video of when he updated it with the cat.
I remember this.
That was so I don't know why I did that. That was when I was using Bandicam still. And I just had my computer on my floor and I was standing ominously over the camera like, guys, there's like no teaser on the FNAF World website.
Oh my god. Your old setup was amazing. It was just the laptop on your bed.
Oh man. And the funny thing is the majority of like when I would record my videos on my laptop, I had like a desktop computer. I just refused to use it. Cuz I was bigoted against new technology, I guess. I was like, I'm used to this. I switched though, and it was inevitably better. But that was before my computer blew up.
Yeah. I don't know why. The background of your old room is just engraved in my mind. it was a laptop here. Behind
Mhm.
you, it was dinosaur stickers, and then the
dinosaur
closet door.
sticker. And then the drawn Foxy poster that I drew with like
Yeah.
Crayola markers.
All right.
Memories.
So next is middle. I don't know why I wrote middle.
What is the middle of FNAF? I feel like we're in it.
Yeah.
I want to say part 3.
Part
Probably.
3. Ooh, that feels pretty early on to be the middle.
It was supposed to be the end.
Well, yeah, but then 4 was supposed to be the end.
Exactly.
And then 6 was supposed to be the end.
That's the next line I wrote down. It's the never-ending end.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So that's a good segment. Okay, and speaking of FNAF 3,
yeah.
What I remember too is a lot of our history coming out in this podcast too is you were doing a giveaway through your channel of like 50 people.
Probably like 30.
And you were like, "Who wants a copy of any of the FNAF games?" And I was just like, "I don't have part 3," and then you just gave it to me.
You won.
I won.
What can I say? You won fair and square. I don't know. I wonder.
Not
I wonder
biased at all.
No. I wonder. I'm questioning. Like, I wonder if I actually did choose you because it was you, or if it was like genuinely you won. Part of me wants to think that you genuinely did win. So that's good. Hopefully, I'm not a fraud, guys. Okay. And I don't know why I thought giveaways would be like the surefire way to gain traction. It's
Well,
not.
that was big back then. Was the whole like enter my gift card giveaway? Like we would always joke
Oh
about
my
that. But like every YouTuber that was those clickbaity
My free gift
among
card giveaway.
Among Us posting at 3 a.m. was, want to join my free gift card giveaway?
So I was ahead of the curve because when I did
Exactly.
that, that was not a thing.
Yeah,
You did it before.
and
it was
you actually
cool.
followed through on it, like everybody else, like nobody else does.
Well, yeah, but I also wasn't. I wasn't offering like $500 iPhones. I was offering a $5 game with my my Steam wallet credits that I already had in there.
$5 for a quality game. For a quality game, not a 2-hour tech demo.
We'll get
there later.
yet.
We'll get there later.
Now shut up. Yeah.
I'm spoiling the fun times ahead. All right, never ending end. I wanted to talk about security breach. I don't remember what.
There's so
but
much to talk about.
I wanted to talk about it.
Did you say it's a good game?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I wouldn't
It's good
say
in its own way.
I wouldn't say it's a bad game, but I wouldn't say it's a good.
It's not.
I
Yeah.
would say it was.
It was a game.
It was a game that was playable, which some
Barely.
developers can't
Well,
say.
yeah,
Well,
barely.
yeah, it's okay. But it was bad isn't a good way to explain it. I think disappointing is.
Yes, very
Yeah.
disappointing. Especially when I struggled to get the true ending and it was just Springtrap getting choked.
I mean, it was well animated at least.
It was.
Yeah.
It's sad because my fondest memories of the game are the lead up to it. It's the lead up.
Yeah.
But the trailers were phenomenal. I mean, that's
Funny enough,
a Security Breach TV.
I only saw one trailer for that game, and it wasn't even like one of the cool ones, so I had no idea.
So I was gonna say, oddly enough, I did not watch the Five Nights at Freddy's TV shorts.
Those were okay, but like it was still exciting because it was like every Tuesday or something they came out.
What was that?
I remember
didn't see it.
I remember the snake thing being teased for a long time. It was Molten Freddy at the end.
Yeah,
It was
that was disappointing. Ooh, FNAF. They're trying their best.
the Molten Freddy thing at the, or what is he called? What is he called in
The Blob.
The Blob. The Blob was confusing at first because Christian was live streaming with me, and he was just like, "Run up to it," and I'm like, "How do I get around this?" Because I didn't even think about using Freddy, because Freddy was low power because I was sprinting past all the other endoskeletons that are pain in the ass.
There were good parts of the game. It's just it didn't come together well.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just the result was a bunch of cool ideas that weren't connected properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and some of them weren't executed well either. Like I feel like, they the best part of the game in my opinion is definitely the West Arcade with DJ Music Man.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was good. And the parts and service with the endos, even though it was difficult, I thought that was really well done as well. But like there were a bunch of ideas that could have been cool, but were so boring and awful, like mazer size
Yeah.
and
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god.
and I really
Have-
just I despise the repair sections. They're not fun.
I was about to say the joke. I liked playing Simon Says.
It's so and then Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 came out like what a few months after, I think. And
Yeah.
had like
Yeah.
actually good Simon Says in it. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead. FNAF Security Breach is a game.
It was a game.
It was a game. It's still fond
Still a game.
memory. Still a game. Fond memory is something I still quote to this day. No matter what game it is, and I run past an enemy, I say, "Don't worry, I'm built different. I beat Security Breach sprinting." Because like it's true. I really did. Like if you watch when I
Oh,
was
wait.
streaming it, I was running the whole time, just running past everything. The AI is not that good.
Born
Oh, it really
born a
is.
speedrunner.
Born a speedrunner. A
do we think
confused
about-
ass speedrunner.
What do we think about Ruin? We think it's gonna be good.
Uh,
There's not much to go off of, but
exactly.
Oh,
if
yeah.
if Matt Pat's all like the light up sneakers will be a core mechanic. If that's true, that would be cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It would
I
be.
think it will because it's like a weird detail to add to a poster like that.
Yeah, because like I said, I beat the game sprinting, right? So if like you
You
can't
can't-
really
yeah.
run because they'll see you, that would be a good way to counteract that.
Right, exactly. Ugh, we'll see. I think Steel will I feel like I trust them to actually like take something from Security Breach's release
Yeah.
and make
Take
something
their
good with
time.
Ruin. Yeah. I think that personally my headcanon is that if they could have, like as a whole, Steelwool, they would have decided to take more time on the game. I think it's just a matter of somebody up top was like, it's been too long. We've delayed the game too many times. We have to get it out. Because
Yeah.
especially if you've seen like those cut content videos, there's so
Yeah.
much stuff that was like cut and almost done and could have been added, but clearly just didn't have time to do so. So
Yeah. And
I'm
like
open.
something that I'm fixated on is like the last trailer, that voice that yells to find Gregory is not in the game.
Oh yeah, like you will do as I say.
Yeah,
one?
that guy's not even in the game.
Yeah.
I think that was people found that was supposed to be Afton, which I guess people suspected, right?
Yeah, I also saw something that was like, oh, that's that could be Bonnie. Bonnie was supposed to be in there, and I'm
I-
like, not a bad idea. I would love if Bonnie
Oh.
was like the head leader, like underneath Springtrap,
Yeah.
Burntrap,
Burn Trap.
Peepaw.
Get it right. Get it right. It's
Peepaw
Burn Trap.
Afton.
Oh man. Oh, what was it? I think something came out like the voice actor for that person. When the game came out, they released like a video and they did the voice and they were like, "Have fun with the game." And people were like, "Do you know that you're not in the game?"
Damn.
So
That's like is spiraling away from indie horror. That's like with Borderlands 3 coming out and like Claptrap not knowing that Claptrap was in the game because they didn't hire him. They went with a different voice actor.
that's kind
Yeah,
of shady.
they didn't want to
Yeah.
pay him, so they hired someone else. And it's like he did like 3 games as character, and then you're just gonna boot him.
It's all of a sudden, yeah, okay. Interesting choice. Oof. That's rough.
All right, is that the never-ending end of Five Nights at Freddy's?
I think I
Probably.
don't have anything else to say.
Okay, Bendy and the Ink Machine.
I hate this game so much. This game
Why?
sucks, donkey doodle.
I wasn't expecting that reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Dark Revival, good game.
Okay.
Was it?
Okay. So the topic I have is first game versus second game.
Oh,
I will say, first game ending had me enraged, like more
He
than
did. That
Security
was-
Breach.
Dude,
It
I
was-
still have
yeah.
that burned into my memory.
it felt like the only purpose of the ending was to be like, oh my god. Like
I
that's-
have this fond memory. I don't even know if she remembers it, or was she even? Okay, so when I first met my girlfriend, like literally the 3 nights after,
Yeah.
we were both getting a ride home from another coworker from the haunted house, and I was ranting about the ending of Bendy and the Ink Machine. the whole fucking time. I'm like, it's horrible. No, I don't think she was in the car. I think that was after we dropped her off, though.
Okay.
So I was just ranting to my coworker. I'm like, the ending was so bad. It was so bad.
Chapter
Like,
2 was
I loved all the
yeah.
theories being like, oh, Bendy's actually Joey Drew because, you know, they flashed the wheelchair and Joey is an old man.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Joey Drew is just fucking Stan Lee in a kitchen.
Yeah. He's just some guy.
He is some guy.
Some guy.
Yeah.
And like
Ink Machine definitely peaked at chapter 2. Easily, right?
Sammy Lawrence,
Well,
yeah. No, I
well,
agree.
Okay, yeah. Chapter 4 was good. I don't think it was better, but it was good. And chapter 5 have some good parts, but I don't think anything surpassed chapter 2. And then chapter 3 was horrible. Oh my.
Which chapter had the guy in the carnival ride? I like that boss fight. That boss fight was fun.
See, the funny thing is I blend chapter 4 and 5 together, which I don't know if that's I think it was chapter 4 though.
All right.
Yeah, no, it
What
definitely
happened in 3?
3 was
Alice
Alice
Angel?
Angel.
Or just fetch quest.
Oh yeah, that one sucked.
That was really bad. Oh, no good. But then Dark Revival came out. That surprised everybody, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Because like
after the like whole 2 years of waiting for it.
I didn't
I
didn't play it. I didn't watch. I was watching Markiplier play it, and like I didn't get all the way through because I just kind of forgot about the series. But like I like the gameplay. It's a lot like Dishonored, which is a fun game.
Yeah, sure. I think that's a fair assessment in some
But
aspects.
it's also like weird, you know. Like I don't.
I think it has a charm in some aspects.
I think the last place I left off was seeing. What's his name? What's the guy's from Part 1 name? I want to call him Joseph, but I know that's not right.
Wait, what is it?
Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing Henry was cool.
That was
like,
a cool move.
Like everybody, like before even like Joey Drew came out for like animations and stuff, they would just use whoever model they could find.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I tried doing a project for school. I did do an animation for school with Benny and the Machine.
And then
I never released it. I still have it. Still have the video. Maybe it'll come to light. But like I was working on like a second one, right? And I'm like, who do I use for Henry? Because the song was singing as Henry, and I used
G-Man.
not the G-Man, but another character from Half-Life that was old.
Oh, just some old dude.
The guy in the business suit. I never finished Half-Life, so I don't know.
I don't know either.
Not G-Man, just the gray face guy. Alex's father, I think. No.
Is he bald?
No.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. They some old guy from Half-Life. You get
Half-Life. The guy from Gary's Mod.
The Gary's Mod guy. What was it? Yeah, that whole room, like the room with Henry in it and all that, that was like the fan service room, and I love that. I think that was so funny. Because did you notice that? Like, did you notice that there was like a bunch of other like old characters in that room? Did you get to that part?
No, I don't think so.
Did you stop like immediately after Henry?
I think so because I fell asleep.
Okay. So there was. Do you want a mini?
I watch YouTube to go to bed.
Do you want a mini spoiler of who else is in that room?
Just spoil the whole thing. I don't care at this point.
Okay. The projectionist's head was in there. There was it was kind of creepy the way that there was like a vent that led to another room with Bertram Piedmont in there.
Among Us. Vent.
I'm gonna leave. And then there was Sammy Lawrence. He was there too.
Oh, he's alive again?
Yeah. Well, just if you don't finish the game, he's alive.
Great.
He died.
They killed the best character again.
He dies so in such a funny way. Okay, so at the end of the game, you turn into Giant Bendy and you're playing as Bendy. Okay, this sounds crazy. I know you're missing a lot. But you're doing this like crazy sequence, and Alice Angel. No. Allison, the good Alice.
Yeah.
Has a gun.
Okay.
I got a Glock in my Rari.
And is helping you by shooting a bunch of these lost ones. Even though you're a giant ink demon and you're pretty much indestructible anyway. And at one point Sammy comes out, he's like, "Oh, he rises again!" And he gets shot in the middle of his like monologue.
Yeah, I have the Funko Pop of him down there.
Oh, right.
My friends got it for me for my birthday. They were like, "What's your favorite Benny and the Ignition character again?" I'm like, "Oh, Samuel Lawrence." And then they got me that one, and everybody I main in Overwatch. It's Lucio, Junkrat, and Diva.
Funko Pops are not cheap.
Tell me about it, man. Off topic. Funko Pops aren't cheap. U2s are expensive as fuck. You can see this on Christian's end. That's only half of mine.
Oh, I am so sorry for your
I have so many. There was a period where I just didn't know half the people, so I just bought them.
I have one U2's. It's the little ducky from Dark
That's a good one. I wanted to get the monkey one for Christian.
I go, oh! It's not Dark Deception time, but this is my favorite item that I own, probably. Anyway.
So the one plushie that won't be beheaded.
No. Oh God. I'll treat him. I'll treat him like he's my son. What else is there to talk about, Bendy?
The hype. Yes, next. Because we skipped hype and went straight to ending.
Well, like, are you talking about like in between chapters or
in between chapters? Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because like it broke up the game in a weird way where it's like you forgot about it for a minute and then it came out and you're like, oh, this again. There was definitely hype and it was weird. I don't know. I feel like I didn't care about it enough, to be honest.
What they did for the first game was definitely way better for the second one.
Yeah,
because like the chapter system was at least sort of good instead of just giving nothing for 2 years.
Well, yeah, but then like with Dark Revival, they released a trailer and we're like, surprise! The game's coming out next week, and that was
didn't.
Wild. No, it did.
Oh, I thought you meant the first trailer.
No. Wait. Well, they didn't have a release date for that, did they?
I don't remember.
I don't know, but the trailer that came out after like Radio Silence for like 2 years had a release date.
Yeah,
and it was like
now
a
I
week
remember
after.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, and that was like, oh, okay, cool.
That's how all trailers should be. Just give us it a week before the game comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that makes whoa! I'm going through puberty on this podcast.
It's fine, me too. That's why I drink water to cover it up.
What was it? Yeah, like if game trailers come out like a week before the game, that makes hype so much easier to deal with. Because it's like you're not waiting for 2 months or something. You're just waiting a week,
and people won't forget because it's just right there.
Yeah, it's a pleasant surprise as well. Yeah, that was and then the teasers for Dark Revival were just like in-engine screenshots of like what was it, like a chair. You remember that? They had like a teaser of a chair.
Speaking of teasers, here's a teaser for Crinkle's Playhouse. I forgot it again.
This podcast is sponsored by Chinkle's School Time, the game that features stuff in it and is going to cost money.
Yeah.
I am tempted to learn Unity just so we could make this game.
It features.
Oh yeah, we should do it.
It features debauchery, sin, and other things that most people don't approve of. So
we should all learn Unity to make this game.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out yesterday.
Sick.
All right.
Yeah, it was going to be featured in E3 2023, but
yeah. Is there even E3s anymore? Because I saw a meme, and I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, E3 2023 just got canceled.
Oh, great.
All right, because I saw it today. It was all the dogs of Family Guys talking about E3 being canceled, and I'm like, okay, what a way to find out. Exactly.
Oh my god, that's like finding out. Oh, when I found out how the Queen died. It was the meme with her face and XXXTentacion like fused together.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm in American government class right now. This is so bizarre. Oh, anyways, Bendy.
I think we're done on Bendy. I think it's Poppy's playtime time.
Ooh, Poppy's play.
I like how the first one I wrote was NFT. You should. I was wondering what that was. I thought it was like a bathrobe.
Wait, what?
He's thinking about what he's done.
Oh, why?
Along with Alice Angel, her head's being hung up. Anyway, Poppy Playtime. Did you say Poppy's Playtime? Are you one of those?
I don't know what I said. I wrote Poppy Playtime. No
Okay.
S. Wait, is
No
it S
S.
or without S?
There's no S.
Oops.
Wait, there isn't?
No. It's Poppy Playtime.
I think I
Which
might have spelt it
doesn't
wrong this whole time. I
it
think I
doesn't
put an
make
S.
grammatical sense, but yeah.
There is no S.
The screen. I like how we can snoop. Sorry, I saw myself. I had to do it. Anyway,
I just spooked myself.
I think this game gets too much hate. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think it's pretty good. People like chapter 1 shouldn't have been paid for in the first place. It's free now, which is a good choice, but chapter 2 I thought was really good. I'm sorry. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I did too.
I did too. It was very well polished too. There wasn't many bugs.
Very polished. Yeah.
That I noticed.
The
I
main
thought
criticisms are just the merch and the developers.
Oh yeah, the merch is awful.
yeah, but I think I don't know. I haven't heard anything
actually,
recently.
Some of the merch is actually looks pretty good. I
The
mean,
problem-
it's definitely it looks exploitative. That's a big word for me.
The
It's
problem is
it's
they're
like literally
plushies.
yeah, it's literally kids' toys, but they're well made. It looks like at least.
Dude, we were
The
in
plushies look bootleg.
Target and we found an official Poppy Playtime Huggy Wuggy. I wanted to buy it and he said no. He wouldn't let me.
I'm so sorry.
I tried squeezing its head because I thought it was one of those stuffed animals that like you squeeze and they get angry. It wasn't, which is a huge miss.
But yeah, some of this merch is weird as hell. What the heck? They have a fat Huggy Wuggy plush. They have they have mommy long legs coming out of a pot like she's a potted plant. Interesting.
Oh, they dance like a cactus.
Oh, do they? Are they dancing? They
Yeah.
dance. They dance.
They do dance. They just ripped the animatronic off the cactus one and put their characters on it.
What
did.
the merch that boggles me the most is the baby Huggy Wuggy with a
Was
pacifier
that a
and
glow in the dark
diaper on.
Huggy Wuggy?
Is it?
Hold on, baby Huggy Wuggy.
Oh, it looks like there is.
what?
It goes.
Ew.
Yeah.
I like how I just turn around and look at it.
Mr. Beast! Oh man. But
Speaking of the Mr. Beast meme now.
Yeah.
This is a video that's like permanently ingrained in my mind. I love it. I rewatch it all the time. You know,
Whenever I'm feeling sad, I open YouTube.
Do you know the Rhythm Heaven like wrestler one? The one that goes like "Wabba dabba dabba," that true? You.
Oh yeah.
They did that with the Mr. Beast meme, and it's so well made.
I feel like a lot of memes have like okay, this is a different discourse. But a lot of memes basically bank off the fact that they're well edited.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, it's funny because it was well made.
Yeah.
Which can be tied into indie horror. It's good if it's well made.
But a lot of the memes that are like really well made, it's literally just like a Breaking Bad clip with well edited Minecraft textures in. And
Dude,
it's
I
like,
wish
okay.
I knew how to do that shit.
Like, yeah, it's good looking, and I wish I knew how to do it. But where's the funny?
Even like what you do for your videos, I need to learn. Like when you have yourself like in the doorway while you're recording. Like I don't know how to do that shit.
What do you mean? Like 2 of me?
Like 2 of you, yeah. Like,
Oh, it's literally just a crop effect and then an edge feather.
I don't know what any of that means.
Little edge feather.
All right, never mind.
I'm gonna need a demonstration one day.
Okay. Oh.
Well, we kind of talked about the ending, right? No, we talked about what was it good. So mascot horror. Because like Poppy's Playtime is kind of said yes. Poppy Playtime is where that term kind of came out.
So I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think yeah. I know that do you know John Wolf?
No.
No, he's a YouTuber and he kind of like coined that term, so to speak, like way back when. And then people just started using it all of a sudden. So I shout out to him if he's watching right now. He most definitely isn't.
I don't know why this popped in my head, but like one thing that concerns me about Poppy's Playtime is the return of Alsagate. Are you aware of
Ah!
this?
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Like that YouTube farm stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's coming back, and it's all Poppy's Playtime, and I didn't like.
Yep.
Poor Huggy Wuggy, man. It's just a scary guy.
He's just trying his best, and then people. Have you seen that on Mob Games, their Twitter? They've been posting like Huggy Wuggy in like slutty positions. It's really confusing.
I think I saw one of them actually.
Here, let me send the link to it, and then it can go up on the big screen.
Yeah,
Let me see. Oh, it's really good.
the big screen.
Hold on. Give me a minute. Anyways, keep talking.
um,
I'm engulfed in my own craft right now. Ah, found it. It didn't take that long.
with the mascot horror, I didn't write this down on the list because I don't know what it is. What is Rainbow Friends?
Oh my god,
Oh
it's
my
Roblox.
God.
It's Roblox.
It's Roblox.
And I don't know.
What?
The only reason it got popular, I believe, is because of the fact that
It's Roblox.
because the characters are bright and colorful and simple shapes.
Yeah, but like, what is it? Like, what is it gameplay wise? Like, I've
I've-
only seen like the characters and merch.
I've seen it be played once, and I don't remember. I think it was literally just like get the objective and bring
Yeah.
the objective here.
I played it once. It was so bad.
Yeah, very very simple.
Another one that's
gameplay.
on Roblox is Piggy. What is
Ah!
Piggy? Is that like? I've always thought it was like a granny clone.
It is.
It is so blatantly a granny clone, and you know what pains
You want
me?
to play it?
Do you know what makes me so mad?
What?
Monsters and Mortals is going to collab with that game, and there's no stopping it.
What?
It's already confirmed. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody's like, this is a bad idea. Don't do it. Why?
Whatever happened?
What do you
to the-
think? Look, if you have Silent Hill in your game, and you like, because like a big thing that these like the developers definitely want like more games like Silent Hill in their game. Like they want Resident Evil to be a DLC and stuff. And it's like, what do you think Capcom's gonna think when they see Piggy as one of the only DLCs in the game? Ugh. Anyways,
I was gonna. What other? There's a bunch of DLCs that was supposed to come out. Are they ever like
They're-
coming out? Were they
they're
canceled?
they're gonna come out. It's just the team's so small that they don't really have they can't afford to focus on more than one thing at once.
Okay.
So.
We should
that's cool.
we should rent out Crinkle's Playhouse.
Oh yeah.
Full
Oh
House
yeah.
from Monsters and Mortals.
It's
Have that be a
Chinkle's
DLC.
school time.
What did I say?
Crinkle's Schoolhouse. Get it right.
Change the name every time you say it.
I commented on your video and I think I got a couple likes when you were like, and just pick a color. And I was like, ah, yes, Weezer Blue, my favorite color.
Oh, Weezer Blue.
Weezer Blue. Okay. Okay, I think we're done with Poppy Playtime, so we're at the big one.
Mm.
What got us all here today? Smack dab in the middle.
Mm.
Are you guys ready for Garten a Bonbon?
It's
Why is it a T? Why is it Garten?
because the developers don't know the importance of prefixes, I guess.
Because I looked it up and it's like Garten is garden in German.
I think it's supposed to be.
But aren't they like not
it-
German?
No, it takes place in Canada.
Yeah, right.
Wait, it's either in Canada or Spain. It's one of those two. Those are the two locations mentioned in the game. I know the lore.
Great.
Right.
But I think the name is just it's literally as simple as they took the word kindergarten and split it in half because that's it. There's no reason.
That would make sense.
That does make sense.
It's literally just a word orgy that almost makes sense. So
They just made up their own word.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. And also a funny
Uh,
thing about Ban is that I think the official pronunciation is Bon, but in the game itself, they switch between saying Ban and Bon canonically. They switch between the two, so they don't even know.
Sounds like them not teaching their voice actors how to pronounce their name.
Not to mention that the voice actor for Ban is
Is
one
the
of the
creator?
developers,
Yeah.
and they get it wrong. So that's cool. Oh,
All right,
okay.
so first key point I have is your video, and like honestly, I thought it was very well made. I do
oh
like
yeah.
that style video for you, that serious sit down. I want to say
Yeah.
documentary, but I don't know if that's the right term.
Video essay.
Video essay,
Yeah.
yes.
I think that's a closer.
I watched it a couple times, and I'm like, man, spitting straight facts, because like uh the one day when we tried calling you randomly because we were spouting, we were literally running around Target yelling Garton up and
Oh yeah, yeah.
just for no reason. And like,
Oh,
we wanted to tell you that we were looking at their
Yeah.
past games, and like I had Gumpy, and looked past the teenager one. And I'm like, this looks stupid. I'm not gonna even read it. And then
yeah.
your video came out, and I was like, that's what that game was.
Yeah, and yeah, that was a very surprising thing to realize, and also just because like I feel like before that, right? It wasn't really talked about that much.
Mhm.
I found out about it through a video by The Baddest, and it was like they made a passing comment about the game, and it was like, "Oh yeah, it's a game about school shootings, anyways." I was like, "Hold on, wait a minute." So yeah, I went into it deeper. The only reason, the funny thing, I feel really petty. The only reason I went into it deeper is because they tweeted about
Yeah,
me.
Oh
I
yeah, that
would
was
too.
hilarious.
I thought it was funny just going after them simply because, well, not simply because of the fact, but what set it off was the tweet, and I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
I wonder
I'm
if
not
he'll
gonna take
get.
this sitting down.
I wonder if he'll get a bread loaf comment in this video.
Oh, probably.
True.
If he'll straggle onto my channel.
That was so funny because I don't know if they were seriously like mad at me and
Hmm.
they were like, "I got you." They were like, that was like a gotcha moment to them when they commented, "Okay, bread loaf." For the record, for people who don't know, I got a hate comment on that video and all it said was, "Okay, bread loaf." I don't know what it means, but I was offended. So, yeah.
Um, Another thing I was gonna say, like, it kind of gave me vibes of like long ago internet drama was the Minecraft YouTuber Sunday was doing a machinima for Minecraft, and he had school shootings come up, and
Yeah.
he like went on Keemstar, did an interview, and he was like, "Well, I went through this in the past, so like it happened to me personally, so I'm gonna make it in Minecraft." And it's a little weird.
I mean, at least it wait, did he say it happened to him?
Yes, he did say
At
it did happen to him, that he
at the
was in
very
one,
at the
I
very
believe.
least, that's at least some sort of, you know,
Like
reason
you
to do it.
like you said in your video, it's like a form of like coping mechanism, which I get.
Right, yeah. Doesn't mean like it's a kind of like a still in poor taste, arguably, but much better than just doing it for fun.
Yeah. And like
Evidently, yeah.
I've talked about it here and there on my channel on Twitch. I don't even know if it's gonna happen anymore. It probably will, because I'm that determined in my story with our machinima that we were gonna make.
Right.
It felt
Yeah.
weird. Like, yeah, I made the bows, the guns, right? But and like, the more I thought about it, like recently, I'm like, this. I never planned for them to be in the school, but just like the setting of like a school town
Sure,
storm,
yeah, yeah.
whatever it was, just even having them there was a little weird.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Well, at least you know what? At least in the description of your videos, you're not gonna put these are based on my
Right.
true thoughts or
Mhm.
whatever. I can't believe that in the description of that introvert game, it's literally like this is an expression of my deepest darkest thoughts and this is my way of getting them out. And it's like, what are you talking about? What
Yeah.
do you mean?
That's very weird, because like there there were like these old YouTube ads that would pop up. They might still pop up. I don't know. I have premium, but like the therapy stuff. It was like, oh, the dark side of the mind is normal. You know, here's are ways to help you cope with it. And I'm like, yeah, dark side of the mind is real.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't make a video game about your dark thoughts, though.
Probably not.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, unless it's like a well, like it's literally just unless it's like just about like depression or something, and like it's like a genuine good execution of it. What's that one game? The Beginner's Guide. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Maybe. What is it about?
Maybe. It was more so just like a walking simulator type deal with narration over it all. I think it was made by the same person who made the Stanley Parable ? Maybe.
I think that might be why I know it.
And I think it was mostly, if I remember correctly, it was mostly about this guy who talked to this game developer. Like he was like not really friends with this game developer, but like he had some conversations with this game developer, and basically he was the guy he was talking to was so invested in like game developing, but he can never like make a break, or like he was losing motivation, and I think it like he eventually ended up going kind of like AFK for a while, and I think he might have ended up committing suicide. And I think I think that's it. And it was really well done, and it was really handled really well. That's something you can like that's like a way you can be like the dark side of my mind, but not like in an edgy way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
tangent.
No, I agree with it.
Basically, essentially, footnote, not don't make a school shooting simulator, thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know if it classifies as any horror, but like a little bit of like Yandere Simulator 2. Like
That's an interesting one.
that's an interesting one because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to start games ever coming out, so who cares?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, right?
But I like it's weird because it's like banned on Twitch because of that stuff. Because it's
Right.
a high school setting and you're murdering people.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
It's interesting, yeah.
I feel like, I mean, there's no guns in the game, so that I don't think.
No.
So that's one thing to note. I don't know. I feel like it's the only time I'm going to say this, but to, give Yandere Dev the benefit of the doubt, I don't think that those were the intentions.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's the only time I'm going to say that ever. Oof.
I like how in my notes I wrote the video, creators past, the future. Devs are little poopy crybabies. Wow, wow, look at me.
They are little poopy crybabies.
They are.
I fun fact, despite many creators being blocked by them on Twitter, I'm not blocked by them. I know. Maybe they saw my video and like that was well edited.
Yeah, maybe after this podcast they'll be like, I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I wonder
if they do come back to Twitter.
That's what I was thinking. I wonder if they'll come back to Twitter, and maybe that's when that will change. Perhaps, maybe. We'll see. I'll keep everybody updated here.
The future. Do we have a release date on part 3? I don't even know if it's even worth to call them chapters.
No, I think they want the people to say that they're separate games.
Yeah.
Which is very odd. But I would say a couple months.
Okay.
There's no release date, but
it'd be funny if it comes out tomorrow.
Bro, don't. I have things to do. I don't want to be. I'm because I'm gonna be there release day. You know that.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
It's an obligation.
Then you're gonna be there 2 hours late.
Then I'm gonna be there 2 hours and 5 minutes after. I did end up, by the way, I don't know if you know, but I did end up buying the game again, and I'm not.
Yeah, I saw.
I
thought it was losing my mind. What was in my library?
So when people say like, oh, because one of the big criticisms that the Euphoric Brothers was trying to make was that these people, me included, the tweet that I was included in, they were trying to say that these people were streaming the game and refunding it, and it's like, why do that? That's kind of scummy because you're making back the money. And it's like, okay, that's true for these other people, but at the time, before I released the one video, the video on Garten Abandoned 2 didn't even have like 1,000 views. I was not making
Yeah.
$5 back on that. So that's a different story. However, now it's like, I don't give a shit. I hesitated there. Like, can I swear on here? But yeah, I heard you.
Like, I'm not used to it.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, it's take the $5, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's really that big of a deal, I'll just give you
Like-
the money.
It's also like so harmful to you as like a smaller content creator. I almost
Yeah.
said smaller community. As a smaller content creator, because like they were complaining about death threats, right? But what if that would happen to you?
Right. I don't have a community that's like gonna back me up.
Exactly.
I feel like at this point I might, which is nice to think. But like I'd like to think that I would. But like I don't know that. And you know, a small community is a small community. And really, if you as a developer, you hold a responsibility when kind of making statements like this publicly, especially when you're gonna include people without censoring their names. You hold that responsibility to kind of tread carefully, and that's in that kind of area, and they didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I get that like all the things that they screenshotted and put in that tweet were public information, sure, but you canceled these people out and you put a spotlight on them. That's a different thing. So
Yeah.
ooh.
Like I know they cut out yeah, and it's like
Yeah,
he's
right.
a big YouTuber. He can,
Right.
you know, I want to say as a joke, financially recover from that. But like,
Right.
if things would have gotten worse for you, you would.
Then
Yeah, exactly. Who's to say what would happen?
yeah. I think I would like to say I would have been fine, considering the fact that most of the internet is on the side of anti-euphoric brothers, I guess, like a better chance.
Yeah.
So I probably would have been fine, and if that did end up going to that level, especially since it was fueled by the developers themselves, I feel like I would have been fine because there would have been a lot of attention on it, but from both sides. So but still, you hold a responsibility that could have been ended poorly for you.
Yeah.
Very silly of them.
Very, very silly. Not silly, goofy mood, but just silly.
Just silly.
Yeah.
All right. I think that closes up Bon. Fan.
I think every time you say the name, you have to say both pronunciations.
Clip that and at them on
Cover your
Twitter.
bases. Yeah, of course. Of course.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take a small chunk of what we said and be like, boom. I never even bought your game.
You have to. It's
Maybe I'll buy the third one. Maybe I'll stream that one.
I don't need to. There's an exact copy of it on Roblox.
Oh my god, that's
Oh
true.
my
Isn't it?
God. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's just as good.
All right.
It is. It truly is.
Here we go. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot to say about this game. Dark Deception.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Bring this game up like 5 months ago, and I would have been like, yeah. Now I'm like, yeah.
What happened to it?
So we're just kind of waiting.
Yeah, I mean that's part of it is we're just sitting here waiting and nothing's happening. That's part of it, but also it's kind like the developers. Oh, I don't know if they're bad people. I don't know if I would say that, but I would say that as a developer, they're not the smartest because if you look at the state of the game right now, because the way that they work, since it's such a small team, they like push out one giant chunk of content and then there's a large gap between that and anything else. And that also includes patches. So whatever the game releases in, it's only going to be patched within the next like week or month. And after that, it's in that state forever until the next giant chunk of stuff comes out in like 9 months to a year.
Like how like how chapter 2 has that glitch for me that spawned a bomb in the cutscene.
Yeah, and
it happened every time.
There's no avoiding that until chapter 5 comes out. So that's part of it, and it's because like the the state that the game's in right now is embarrassing. Not only is it like a lot of gameplay glitches, but the biggest thing is there's a lot of cutscene glitches. Like, I don't know if you remember, I think you've encountered a few of them where just there's the animation
A
stops and they
posing.
T-pose.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
A-pose, right. That happens a lot. It's not avoidable, and it's just there forever. Well, seemingly forever. It feels like forever. Ah, but I love the game. I think it's well made. I think that, I don't know. I think it's well made.
It is
Don't
very well made. I do like
It is, yeah.
the gameplay is unique. It's not
I think
just
that
like
yeah,
walk around and fetch quests. Like I
yes.
love like even when it like first came out and I kind of knew about it, I was like, this game looks cool. It's interesting.
Mhm.
And then I just never got any traction from like the big YouTubers ever since then.
Right.
And it's like,
I'm wondering if Chapter 5 will come out and that'll change things. Because that
Probably.
Chapter 5 wraps up the game. And when Chapter 5 comes out, I'm hoping that it'll release in a really good state, that they'll really, really test everything thoroughly. We'll see. But also they're releasing it on consoles at the same time as PC.
Okay.
okay,
So that gives me more hope that
yeah.
they have a little bit more pressure with that. We'll see.
Do we know who
Ah,
the villain is? Or not yet? Do they normally announce that when it's out?
what do you mean the villain?
Because like every chapter has their own like
Yeah.
little guy.
Yeah, we know him.
So the mannequins, right? For the next level. That was like the tease. You know how at the end of every chapter there's like a teaser for the next level?
No, I never played him.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, great.
Well, there's
I
like this.
watched you play chapter 4 when that video came out.
Okay. Well, there's like a mannequin for one of them. It's going to be in a mall. There's going to be one, it's going to be in a prison.
What?
Yeah. There's going to be one that's like Malik, his like lair or whatever. That's going to be a level. There's some other ones too. Apparently there's 4 levels in chapter 5.
Damn.
Wow.
So,
I only
And a
know of one
and a
portal.
secret last level with Crinkle's schoolhouse.
actually no, that is that is the 4th level. It is
Yeah.
it's Chinkle school time. You get it when S ranking every level.
That you did and then lost the progress, right?
Yeah. Yep. Mhm. I don't want to talk about it. Thanks.
Oh my god. So like another key point I put is how is it different from mascot horror?
See, the thing is,
Okay. That's so true.
yeah, thanks. I think a big thing that separated it from mascot horror before chapter 4, at least, was that a lot of mascot horror games bring like this wacky, crazy, over the top personality to the characters. And that was, I wouldn't say lacking because it's not bad that I was missing, but it wasn't like necessary to make the game interesting. Chapter 4 with the Joy gang, with the animatronics, that kind of teeters it a little bit over mascot horror for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing that makes it different is that there's like, I think the story's good. I think, well, that's arguable. I don't know if the story's good. I think it's interesting to watch. I think the story is interesting. I think that the gameplay is actually, creative, and a big thing about mascot horror that a lot of people associate with mascot horror is kind of poor quality, I
Yeah.
guess. I feel like, you can tell that there's a lot of charm and care put into this.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's not true for other ones, because FNAF is technically mascot horror, right?
Mhm.
And the first like however many FNAF games were really, really well made, and you could tell that like Scott cares. So I really don't know how it's different from mascot
Scott
horror.
cares. God bless his soul.
Love Scott. Do you see the new Scott Cawthon lore that dropped? The new Scott Cawthon pictures, rather. Not lore.
No.
Oh yeah, there's new pictures of him. It's a big deal because
There's only
literally
like 3.
there's only 3 in existence, at least before this. Yeah, because Dawko, what was it? Dawko, Razbowski, Baz, and someone else that I feel bad for forgetting
Yes.
went out to the FNAF movie set.
Yes.
They were invited, and they met Scott. That is when they met Scott and posted pictures, and it was very exciting. Because we forgot he was real for a second.
Do you think Taco cried?
I think Taco cried. 8-Bit Ryan, sorry.
Yes. I was gonna say him, but I wasn't 100% sure
No,
he was invited.
Of course he is invited.
We need Markiplier coming to the movie.
Should we mention Monsters and
He's the lead role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely part of it. A lot of people are kind of upset because of the fact that Glistic Entertainment has a lot on their plate right now, and that's stopping content from coming out, despite what they say. They're like, no, we're making it no. It's definitely slowing down. And it's not like, okay, like I like Monsters Immortals, I like Direct Deception, so it's like at least you're not wasting your time on something that's absolute hot garbage.
Yeah.
But it is slowing down progress, and like that's fine, I guess, because we're gonna get content eventually, and I'm patient personally. But a lot of these fans are younger.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not. But the game has been on a standstill. I think there was supposed to be content coming out in the past few months, but it just hasn't. I think something to do with like Epic Games. They're trying to release the stuff on Epic Games as well, and there's like some server problems. I don't know. Apparently they got it fixed, and there's gonna be DLCs coming out soon. They have Yandere Simulator, they have Poppy Playtime, and they have House of Ashes.
And good old Piggy.
And Piggy, don't forget about Piggy.
and Piggy, sorry. House of Ashes is made by the same people who made Until Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why they actually. I was gonna say I don't know why they didn't get Until Dawn. I think it has to do with Sony because I think Sony has like a large say in Until Dawn's rights. Rice. Until Dawn's Spanish rice. But I think but also, oh my god, a lot of people are also mad because that game hasn't gotten an update in forever, and it's so unbalanced. And sometimes, there's so many like game breaking glitches. The game's missing the game's missing 2 characters because they didn't add all the chapter 4 characters, despite the fact that they added most of them. They just kind of stopped, so that was cool. They don't have any of the chapter 4 maps in there. They don't have well, they might have the other maps, but they're missing all the chapter 4 maps and stuff, and it's like, it's coming. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Someday.
Anyway, no one cares.
Something else I noticed, like, how are the servers like?
The servers before there's like 2 eras of Monsters and Mortals servers, so to speak. There's the one that came out at launch, and basically that was based on whoever was hosting the game. It was based on their internet. So if their internet was bad, everybody would be lagging. Now it's I think Amazon has some sort of like thing that kind of hosts servers for online games like this, and they're working with them, and now the servers are fine, and it's really just based off your internet. So if your internet's garbage, that's you, and you're not going to affect anyone else.
No.
But I mean, is that what you want to know about the servers?
Yeah, because I noticed like player base wise, because like,
oh yeah, there is like, let me check right now. How many people are playing Monsters? Probably
15.
I could probably hold their hands. Monsters and Mortals. Nope. Sorry, don't mind me. 9 people are in game right now.
9 people.
And I think it's important to mention
that you need 5.
You need 6. So 3 people at all times are gonna be like, I don't know what to do. Some people have thousands of hours in this game, which I think is crazy. Why are you on Roblox?
That's why I turned around.
Doing something.
Some people have like thousands of hours of Monsters Immortals, and I'm like, what are you doing? How do you get that? Like, legitimately, how do you get there? And they tell me that there's a large chunk that is spent waiting for a game to start. So that's just the truth of a Monsters Immortals fan.
Damn.
How
many hours do you have?
At least 100. I have 187 hours. Yeah. You guys probably have like 1.
Yeah, I think I only played with you.
LOL.
I don't even know where mine is.
Get on my level. honestly.
I was gonna move on, but I forgot to ask. What's up with the lawsuit?
Ah! This
We
is so
almost
funny.
forgot about this.
This is so funny. Okay, so Dark Deception, Monsters Immortals. Hey, can you pull up the Monsters Immortals logo on your screen so
Okay.
everybody can see it? Just the logo, anywhere, anyhow.
Like this one, or
That works, I guess. I mean, it's visible
Okay.
enough. So
God.
now keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
Okay.
So Monster Energy
Mm-hmm.
is suing Monsters Immortals for
Okay.
having the word monster in the game.
What?
That's it. That is the only reason. I am so serious.
Here,
That's it. That's it. I think they also claimed that the logo looks similar, which it doesn't.
That's what it looks like, so I don't have to really edit it in.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
even
it.
like the monster font, though.
No, it's not. It's really not. So they're suing them, and what they want is they want them to remove monster from the name. They want them to not use words monster in any future game names. They want they're basically claiming that they have the right to the word monster. They have the right to the colors green and white. They have the right to the words similar to monster like monster and beast.
Mr. Beast!
And it's so weird because it's like there's like Vincent Livings, the person who is the CEO of Glowstick and all that,
Yeah.
posted like these legal documents that was sent to him, and basically Monster wants them to never use the word monster in a game, the word monstrous, monstrosity, monster. They don't want to use the words beast or unleash, which is weird. I think that might be like their slogan or something, maybe.
Yeah, it's Unleash the Beast.
Okay.
Something like that.
Which is weird because that's unrelated. They want them to change the name, change the logo. They want I think they're allowing them to keep the name Monsters Immortals, but they make it very clear that the word monster must never be bigger than any of the other words.
Like that's like
Yeah.
the rule for the American flag. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that's them. That's what they're doing. I don't know why, but
Because at first I thought it was like, oh, maybe Monster is like working on a game that they need the name for.
no, nope, that's it. They just don't.
They're just pulling a Fine Brothers and they're like, we're gonna
Yeah,
copyright
no,
the word react.
For real. That's it. And it's so funny because it's like it's not even first of all, there's no way that anybody has ever mistaken
The
that game
Monster and
for
Monsters
the energy
Immortal.
drink because especially because of the fact that it's in the game, it's monsters.
Yeah.
You know? You don't I don't think anybody's ever said, "You want some monsters energy drink?" Like get it together. You're better than this. Oh, anyway, and then right, his lawyer, Vince's lawyer, contacted them and was like, "Okay, we're gonna try to reach some sort of like agreement or like settlements. I can't think of the word where you meet in the middle, negotiation." Um, the lawyer of Vince was like, my client agrees to never use the word monster in any future games. They agree to not use the logo or anything associated with the trademark, to not use a font that is confusingly similar to Monster Energy. And they responded with one sentence and one sentence only: Monster rejects applicant's counterproposal. So petty.
No.
And it's so weird because it's like, why are they trying so hard on this case that they are definitely not going to win, right?
Yeah.
There's there's no grounds for any sort of like debate here. That's my 2 cents on that.
That was great.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
We got to wrap this up soon. So we'll do speed round. The next 2 categories. Hello Neighbor.
Ew, gross. Next.
Yeah, awful.
Really not good. Oh my god, Hello Neighbor 1 was a mess. It was awful. Like just gameplay wise, it made no sense. I don't think anybody has gone through that game without looking up a tutorial. I'm just gonna say that.
That's true.
Like that's how you know you did not make a good puzzle game. Um, there it could have been good. Like Alpha 1 was good. Alpha 2 was good. Alpha 3 was something. That's all I could say. But then after that, it just went to the dogs. It was so bad. I don't know what happened. Ooh. Did you play Hello Neighbor 2?
No.
Did you
No.
see anybody play Hello Neighbor 2?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not finished.
Yeah.
I'm not
But it's out.
surprised.
No, but it's out. But it's
Like
not
out.
Yes, it's like the full game is out. There's no ending. And I mean there is no ending. You're in the middle of a cutscene and then credits roll. What? And then once the credits are done, it fades in like this message where it's like basically them admitting that the game is not finished. And it's a $60 game. And you're telling us that, oh, we're gonna update it with more content.
Did they?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
well, no.
Oh.
No. But the message is there. And also there's 2 like DLCs that came with the game at launch, which is even more embarrassing. You're gonna release DLCs for an unfinished game. Cool. And basically they're like side quests where it's like you're in a different house and stuff. Like one's in a school, one's in some other place that I don't care enough to remember. And they don't have endings either. And it's even more like it's even worse with these because not only do these not have endings, there's no like the end screen. Once you finish, you're just standing there. Like there's no indication that it's over. It's just you can't do anything anymore. It's bad. Anyway.
Okay,
I just
wait,
remember
hold
when
on.
the
So
first game came
there's a
out.
schoolhouse.
Oh, a Crinkle Schoolhouse.
Crinkle Schoolhouse, guys.
That game had a great ending. How dare you mention that during the Hello Neighbor segment?
We can't talk about the ending for legal reasons, though.
No.
Yeah.
You all signed the NDA, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
We should make like a fake lore for Crinkles.
I'll make the Wikipedia.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need a wiki page.
Good. What if I make like a really in-depth video essay? It's like the game that no one's ever heard of.
You should make a fucking ARG of like this game, like Petscop. Like this game existed. I don't know why no one remembers.
Exactly. Ooh. Hopefully nobody steals that idea before I do it. Oh. Anyway.
I remember with Hello Neighbor coming out, there's all these articles being like, this game's AI is next level. It remembers how you play the game.
It wasn't even that good. It wasn't even that good.
It wasn't.
It just placed on bear traps. That's it.
That was it. And the AI
And
for the
like
second
15
one,
cameras.
oh my god, the cameras were insane in that game. He placed like literally like 10 every second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I might be wrong. I feel like the AI for the second game might be worse. I might be wrong.
Maybe. Possibly.
Maybe. Allegedly.
All right. So next is Forgotten Gems. We'll do these quickly.
Yeah.
First we have Tattletale.
I loved it. I missed Tattletale.
Tattletale, yeah. It was supposed to get a sequel and then just.
Was it?
Yeah, after Kaleidoscope, they teased the next game.
I don't remember that.
I thought they
How
did.
did it? I don't remember that at all. I mean,
you got like a postcard from the company apologizing for almost dying again. And then I thought they teased it or something.
Regardless, it didn't happen, which is
never
sad.
happened.
Yeah, we got mail. It's just you almost died. Here's this thing that's never gonna happen.
Here's $5.
Right. I feel like I remember something about like an animated series for Tattletale that was supposed to happen. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of upsetting that it didn't happen, but also I wouldn't have watched it, so I can't act like I care.
Yeah.
But Tattletale was good. I feel like I'm almost kind of like feel like it's right for it to stop here.
Yeah.
You know, it did what it needed to do and it did it well. Leave it be.
Yeah, furry horror.
Yeah, everything you could want.
And then also with furry horror, 123 Slaughter Me Street.
That was
Wait, hold on a minute. Did you just say furry horror?
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Yeah, you heard right.
Okay,
No, yeah,
The,
you're totally
the
right.
tattletales, the little furry creatures.
I guess.
Anyway, moving along
Then
quickly.
moving on.
That I
It's
can't believe
weird,
that game got popular
right?
because it's like really
Yeah.
not that great. No offense.
Well, there's 2 of them.
Neither of them are really that great.
That's true. Yeah.
I used to
It-
be obsessed with those games for some reason.
It was unique. I'll give it that.
Yeah, it had good ideas, and I think that was what got people interested. And that was
I wish they had more time for the second one.
it
Yeah,
wasn't
can't you
executed
beat
well.
like the second one in like 10 minutes?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, and I remember the game came out. There was like no ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
The monsters didn't have footsteps. I think now it has ambience and footsteps and stuff like that. But when it came out, it was just like a looping. Maybe there was ambience, but it wasn't that involved. And I think that was it. Anyway,
It's weird because like main thing I want to talk about this like he still uses those characters on his YouTube channel. So it's
yeah,
like, are we getting another game anytime soon? I think he talked about it a little bit.
I think
he's
that's
like-
the plan. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the plan is they want to release the first or maybe first and second game like remastered.
nice.
I think that's it, or maybe remade. I always forget the difference between remake and remaster.
The one and only speedrun of the second game is 22 minutes long.
So that just sounds like a casual playthrough
Yeah.
that they submitted. Like here. Yeah, that was I don't know if anything's gonna happen with that because it's been so long.
Yeah,
I remember that game like gained random traction with
It
a
did.
with a FNF mod.
That's true. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I think
That was so weird because it's like, why do people care about this game now? Like these videos are getting millions of views. And it's like half of the people probably don't even know what these characters are.
I wanted
So-
to add this in because I thought of it yesterday. Like, good thing you brought up Friday Night Funkin'. It's weird
Yeah.
how the mod community for that game brought back Sonic.exe.
That's
Right?
true, and not in a good way either.
Well, Sonic.exe was always a terrible story.
That's true.
But now
Yeah.
there's like Sonic EYE, the IU guy.
Mhm.
There's
What?
Needle Mouse, and like a lot of these like
hold on. Wait, what's Sonic EYE?
It's Sonic with a big eye.
Oh, is it a play on EXE?
I think so, but
That's
it's
it doesn't
I.
that doesn't work.
No,
I'm sorry. There is no file type EYE. If there is, it's a Trojan.
I might be mixing it up / making it up.
Maybe this is your chance to make a creepypasta. Sonic
Maybe.
EYE.
Sonic EYE.
Or maybe it's a tragedy story about Sonic who goes blind.
Was I right? Is there an EYE?
No.
Oh, I
Sonic.
made it up. I made it up.
Are you having like normal dreams or is everything okay at home?
I thought there was one with a Y. The Markiplier played.
There is. Yeah, it's like EYX, dude.
EYX?
I think so. Yeah, this one.
Sonic EYX. Oh, yep, it exists.
Who's that guy? Sonic with a big eye.
Oh my
Needle
god,
Mouse.
that reminds me of
Sonic EYE. Sorry.
what does it remind me of? What's it called? Sonic like Dream Simulator or whatever it was?
Yes,
Oh
my first
God,
my
yeah.
first Let's Play.
Was it?
my god.
Yeah, if you go on my channel, it's my first video, Sonic Dream Collection.
Yes, that.
And it's
Oh,
4
God.
parts because we only had the trial version of OBS. Or not OBS, Bandicam.
Bandicam. I don't know why people still use Bandicam. OBS is free and it's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more complicated, probably.
I guess, but it's like if you're gonna go through all this trouble of recording 4 15-minute videos instead of just figuring out OBS for 15 minutes,
Exactly.
what are you doing?
Okay, but a lot of people who use Bandicam still is like 8.
Yeah.
PewDiePie still uses Bandicam. Last time I checked in on his channel, he did a Reddit thing. And he's like, yeah, I still use Bandicam. And I'm like,
Why?
Why?
again, that might be like 3 years ago, so I don't know if he still uses it. But like for a long time, he was still using it.
That's wild. Bandicam should sponsor him. to remain relevant. Because
Yeah.
It's like the only thing on their website is like, yeah, this guy still uses us.
I like how Bandicam is like associated with bullying. Like if you use Bandicam, you're gonna be bullied.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
what? Sorry, we have things to talk about.
yes. I put Showdown Bandit on our list.
I
You
never
guys,
cared for Showdown Bandit, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that it's
I
not
don't think
happening.
anyone did.
I tried
Mm,
playing it and it was just so confusing, like playable.
I think similar to Bendy, the most intriguing part was the art style.
Yes.
Or the art direction rather, because it was a cool concept having it like the top down view with stuff like that. Oh, I didn't mention this during Bendy, but I'm gonna bring it up now. The biggest flaw about Bendy Ink Machine was you could tell it was a game made by artists and not game developers and game designers.
Yeah.
Because it's like the music is great, the art is great, that's it. Showdown Bandit, I didn't care for though.
Yeah, me neither. I tried. Did I try streaming or recording it? I think I tried recording it, and
I think so.
I recorded for 20 minutes, and I'm like, this is unplayable. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, it had never caught my eye. And it's kind of funny that they kind of just stopped and then just never,
Then never talked about it
formally,
again.
right. And I think no one really cared because it's like,
They fired all their employees and they
yeah,
just took the
something like
game
that.
off Steam.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's not on. If you go to the Steam page, it
Oh,
says
that's right. And the funny thing, funny thing, the main like the controversy around Bendy and the team with Bendy is I think it's mostly just Mike Mood. Do you know what I'm talking about?
no.
Okay, so
Nope.
you know how the Bendy development team faced a bunch of controversy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I'm pretty sure that the source of all of like the problems and controversy was mostly this one guy who was like at the top of it all named Mike Mood. And I don't know if he was fired or if he or something, but he was not in the credits of Dark Revival. And that was very funny because he definitely worked on that game because it was in development for so long. Showdown,
um,
and it's so weird because Showdown Bandit also got merch. You know that?
I did.
It did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of
Like
what?
plushies in stores and stuff, like
Yeah, I've
action
seen it in
figures.
like Hot Topic like 4 times.
I
It's so
want to
weird.
show down Bendy plushie.
You're the first person to ever say that.
I'm gonna go back and buy that Bon one for you though. For those
A constant
for those
reminder.
watching, I went to the mall like 3 weeks ago, and there was one of those bootleg plush kiosks, and I was walking really fast, and I saw this little boy was holding one of Bon.
That poor
So,
child.
as any sane person would do, I texted Mr. Randomstuffgaming right away, saying, "You'd never believe what I just saw." And I put in your Discord. A link to an Etsy page of just plushies, and half of them were like
Oh, yeah.
original characters.
Yeah, that was so weird. I'm glad that people will find Ban out in the wild and think of me. I think that's good.
It was like 3 days after that video you made came out too,
Oh, what? Oh,
or before. I don't remember.
I already
It was
found
around that time.
I thought it was after.
It might
Right?
have been after.
I feel like anyway, doesn't matter. Ban is real.
All right,
Hide.
Baldi's Basics.
I think Baldi had a great fall personally.
Great fall.
A great fall.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Cause like it's just been kind of radio silent, and the recent updates, in my opinion, kind of stride away from what made it so special.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's not leaning into like the, oh, it looks kind of it presents as something that's normally associated with children's entertainment and things that, are normally safe, things that aren't scary. And then it kind of rips that facade off very suddenly. It catches you off guard. It doesn't really try to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's no setup. I'm wondering if that'll be changed when the full game comes out, but the full game has been in development for a
A very
couple
long time.
years,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think. and I don't know. And it sounds like it's not too far along in development either. So I don't know.
Great. I didn't
Didn't
like it because I can't do math.
Yeah, I've never
So
beaten
it made
that
me
game.
very angry.
There's no time limit to the math questions. Well, I mean, well, actually, there is now, I guess, because like in the original game, when you clicked on a notebook, it stopped the time. But in the newer version, you actually have to sit there and do the math. If you know what I'm talking about. If you don't,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
like machine with the
And
balloons.
then next, Granny. Love
Oh,
Granny.
Do you want to play hide and seek?
masterful game.
Are they still making more of those?
I think so.
I don't know. And the funny thing, Granny is one of those games. Oh my god, Granny. Okay, Granny and Garten Ban are two of the only like really well known and like renowned. Is that the word? Anyway, you get the point. Games
Yeah.
that like there's like scam versions and fan made versions and things like that come out that are like trying to interpret these games and that look better than the original. Like because before Garten of Banban 2 came out, I was like I somehow for some reason I looked up Garten of Banban 2 on YouTube, and I found like all of these like videos of like all jump scares from Garten of Banban 2, and the game wasn't even out yet. I was like, this could be real. Like this looks real. In fact, this looks better objectively than Garten of Banban. Same thing with Granny, because I think like Evil Nun, that's a game that is not by the same people, but it's pretty much the same gameplay loop, and it's kind of better. I like Granny though. Granny, we're chill.
The
Special
funny
place in
part
my
about like the Bandman creators like whining about money is that they're putting it on Roblox almost identical as the normal game for free.
I mean, wait, is Garten of Banban 2 on Roblox?
Not yet. Soon.
Soon. Okay,
It's
so
gonna happen.
we'll see when that comes out. We'll see if there's trouble.
Yeah.
heart.
They got permission from the creators, so they
Did they
know.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, and also speaking of Garten of Banban, this is not the topic. We need to end soon. There was a fan-made um version of Garten of Banban 1 that came out that was basically like, hey, I made Garten of Banban, but it's good. And it was better.
Easy.
And the whole thing was like, I made this in a week, and I have 0 experience, and it's better. LOL. It's kind of like, hey, look how dumb you guys are. And I'm wondering if they're gonna do it for number 2, and I'm wondering if that's gonna cause trouble. Because 2 is paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of like how FNAF fan games, if they basically just recreate the gameplay, they're gonna be taken down.
Yeah.
So I could care less though. I couldn't care less.
we don't support Ban in this house.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Would you rather have? I don't know why
Where's
this
this
popped
going?
in my head. I don't even know if I want to say it anymore.
Would you rather have a Ban son or a thought daughter?
That's what I was gonna say. Going to Ban.
Daughter.
Going to Ban at Black History Month.
I feel like I'm missing context.
You never saw that video? Oh my god! Hang on. We're gonna put this on the podcast too.
Okay.
Take your time.
Hang on. Where is share screen? There we go.
I'm gonna sit down for this. Oh, I can't.
This one?
No.
Here it is.
It's that one.
I think it's this one. This guy's reacting to it.
Oh, I have seen this.
Where is it? There it is.
There.
Or Black History Month? Just answer the question. Friday Night Funkin' or Black History Month?
I refuse to answer the question.
That alone is an answer enough.
I refuse to answer the question.
Yeah.
I love the eyebrow raise. I feel like I look like him.
No.
No.
I look exactly like him.
All right, final game. Potato Thriller.
When
Yeah.
I saw that you put that on the list, I was like,
I-
"Are you? What the hell?"
I begged him to put it on there for like 3 minutes.
Ugh.
We
Potato
really did. We
Thriller.
were like, what other indie horror games can we put under hidden gems? And he's like, oh, this one, Potato Thriller.
What is there to talk about?
It's a good game.
Proof?
It exists. There you go.
I see.
And with that, I think we should end.
Yep.
Good. I don't think there's much politics to Potato Thriller.
There is nothing happened with
Nothing
that
to
game.
discuss with Potato
There's
Thriller.
nothing to that game.
I think that the developer tried to make other games and they just weren't funny. But they tried to be. So anyway, shade.
Shay, they're gonna at you on Twitter next.
Maybe yeah, I'm gonna be canceled by the Potato Thriller devs next. Why you shouldn't support Potato Thriller and its developers.
What would they call you after that? Would they call you bread loaf or something else?
Oh, they would definitely call me like biscotti. Okay, baked potato.
Baked potato.
We'll stay on brand.
All right, so I was gonna do my outro, but I feel like we should make a new one up for the podcast.
Stupid! You're so dumb. Nobody
Right?
likes you.
It was just force of habit to be like, thank you all so much for
Goodbye.
watching. But no, this was the first episode of EIO. Or how did you pronounce it?
It wasn't like that, but it changes every time. Just like
Yeah.
Changle's playhouse. I don't know.
Jingles Playhouse.
Yep, every playthrough's different.
Every copy is personalized, including
Every
the title.
copy is personalized.
I think, oh my god, if that game is ever made, a key point has to be that every time you open the game, it's a different name on the menu.
Like how Minecraft is a different splash screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Except it's the entire title changes.
We're gonna work with a team.
I think. Yes.
Yep.
Hit up Glowstick Entertainment. Be like, psst, yo.
Oh my god.
Stop
Yeah.
Monsters and Mortals, or else you'll get sued.
Stop it now. Yeah, I think. Do you know anything about Evil Nun, the Broken Mask? No, Evil Nun.
Maybe.
I think
anything
so.
anything about Evil Nun at all?
I think I saw the game a little bit.
Okay, because they were going to make a sequel to the game, but it was like gonna be on PC and survival horror and like really like high quality. But then they just stopped and
How was the first
gave
game?
the rights back to them because they didn't have time. The first game, like the mobile game,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fetus when I played it, so it was very scary. I was very scared of that game. Anyway,
All right.
I could keep talking about Evil Nun and Daddy the horror game and stuff like that.
Maybe we'll have a part 2 to indie horror.
Perhaps there's too much to talk about. We didn't even like talk about like Choo Choo Charles or Project Playtime.
Yeah.
Choo Choo Charles. I should have put that on the list. Because I had some key points I wanted to talk about the game. We gotta do a part 2.
L
ratio.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to ask something. Why do you have a big R?
Yes. Okay. So, sorry. There's giant nails on the back of it, and I just snapped myself.
Oh.
So I was in a play, and it was called Murder on the Rerun, and they let seniors take home letters, and I took the R for RSG.
Nice.
Yeah. Somebody, because there wasn't enough. The cast is so small, so there wasn't like. There were definitely leftovers. Everybody got at least one. Somebody just has the word run. And I think that's great.
Run.
Oh, he's getting the letters for Garden of Bandman to hang into his room.
Yeah, I got R. I'm gonna get all the other like 12 letters. I can't get this to stand up!
Oh god, what did I do? What have I caused?
What have you caused? And my
Your
headphones
VR stand.
You know what?
You put it.
Oh, I can't
Did
hear
you
you
just unplug
anymore.
your
My headphones
headphones?
are unplugged. Just
Okay.
I was gonna say, just lay down the R in front of the door with the nails facing up, so whoever walks in next steps on the R.
like a Hello Neighbor trap. Okay.
All right. This has been EO. Did you get a splinter?
No, it's.
Oh.
I mean, the nail was metal, not wood. So don't worry about that.
All right.
Okay, so
You
you just
witness
get
it.
viruses.
You witness this here. First blood on EO is Mr. Random Stuff
Blood,
Gaming.
sweat, and soon to be tears on Eel.
We'll have one episode where we'll cry.
I think so. I think when Randomstuffgaming 3 comes out,
Yes. Well, that's when part 2 will come out for indie horror.
it's just gonna be an hour long sobbing, no words.
Just man.
Yes.
All right. So let's wrap this up. Wrap it up. I don't know how to end this.
You're so bad at this.
Yeah.
I think we should end every live stream, or no, not a live stream. We made sure not to live stream. Actually, we should end every podcast should end with a scream that no one's expecting, and the scream cuts off in the middle of it. So no one's expecting the scream. No one ever knows when it's gonna.